From this video, we are going to talk about the global load balancers. In previous videos, we have completed the regional load balancers, basic, standard, and app gateway. Hello everyone, my name is Arun, and today we're going to start Azure Traffic Manager. So let's get started. So in this video, we'll try to understand what it is, how it works, and the various routing methods that Azure Traffic Manager supports. So basically, we will try to understand the theory part, and in next video, we will do the demonstration. Okay, so let's get started. So we'll try to understand first, what is Traffic Manager? Well, Traffic Manager is a load balancer, we know that, but it is not exactly a load balancer, but it distributes traffic on the base of DNS. So we can keep this under global LB category. Okay, and it is a DNS-based traffic load balancer that enables you to distribute traffic optimally to services across global Azure regions. So it is DNS-based. Just like Azure load balancers were layer 4, working on TCP and UDP, and App Gateway was layer 7, and this is DNS-based. Okay, cool. Now, so we need to understand the various features and capabilities that Azure Traffic Manager provides. So let's go here. Come on, don't come here, just give me this. So let's understand the various features that Azure Traffic Manager can provide us and the reason why we will use this. Okay, so the very first is it increase the application availability. So we all know this is a global traffic load balancer, and we use it when we are going to place our endpoints or backends in the various regions supported by Azure. Okay, so this will of course going to increase the availability of your applications. Okay, so Traffic Manager delivers high availability of your critical applications by monitoring your endpoints and provide automatic failover when an endpoint goes down. So in App Gateway and Load Balancer, we were calling the machines behind the load balancer as backend, but here we call them as endpoints. Okay, so it increased the application availability because it is distributed to the various regions and it can do the automatic failover. Uh, if any of the endpoint is not responding. So it also does the monitoring by itself. Okay, so let's go to the another feature. It also increases the application's performance. Okay, so Traffic Manager has the capability to direct the traffic to the endpoint with the lowest network latency for the client. So it increases the application performance. Okay. Now, Traffic Manager also gives you the ability to do your planned maintenance without any downtime. Okay, you must be wondering how it is possible, because you can divert the traffic to the alternative endpoints while the maintenance is in progress in the primary endpoint or maybe the secondary one. You have that option in this traffic manager. So what else? This has the capability which will allow you to use the endpoint which are non-Azure. For example, your on-premises or maybe some other cloud. So it combines with hybrid cloud pretty well, right? Okay, cool. And okay, combines. All right. Now, okay, what else it can help us? It can help us in, or the other feature can be the nested traffic manager profiles. So it can you can utilize Azure Traffic Manager for complex deployments where multiple traffic routing methods can be combined to create sophisticated and flexible rules to scale the needs of larger, more complex deployment. So we can write here as complex deployments. We can use it as nested traffic manager profiles. Don't worry if you're not able to understand, you would be able to understand once you are through with the entire video. This is a new topic that we have started, so of course you might have your concerns, and just be with me and you would understand each and everything, every part of the Azure Traffic Manager. So this is just a very brief introduction of Azure Traffic Manager. Like, it is a globally used load balancer when you need to balance the load on the scale of global, not regional, and it uses DNS-based queries. And these are the few features that you can utilize it for. Okay, now these feature will come to you when you are going to utilize certain routing methods. Okay, so just for example, when we were talking about the load balancers, it was using 5 tuple hash for the distribution of traffic, or you can say round robin. Similarly, it has the Azure Traffic has various routing methods that can help you to define your needs, what kind of routing method you need. Okay, we will cover all the routing methods that Traffic Manager provides, but let's try to understand first how a Traffic Manager actually works, how this DNS thing actually makes a Traffic Manager more enhanced or advanced load balancer. So in order to understand that, we need to understand through the scenario, with the help of scenario. Okay, so let's suppose we have this. Let's suppose how Traffic Manager works. This is our topic now. How TM stands for Traffic Manager here. How this works. So let's say we have one let me put it like this. Website or a domain which says if it is visible. Let's suppose says PACHEHRA talks.com. All right. This is something a user is browsing. Okay. Here we have a user, or it's the browser. And user is browsing this, Pachehra.com. All right. Now what happens? This query will go to the, I'm sorry. This query will go to the DNS service. Okay. DNS service. Now, this DNS service will look for the CNAME, and your traffic manager would have a the DNS something like trafficmanager.net, and you must have configured that in your DNS registrar as the CNAME for pachehratalks.com. CNAME would be Pachehra, or let's put it xyz.trafficmanager.net. So this DNS service would have this. I need a double arrow. CNAME to or we can say okay, like this. All right, that is the traffic manager's DNS name, and this traffic manager's construct with all the backends that you have configured with. Okay, let's suppose we have configured 3 endpoints. us.com, maybe uk.com, or maybe in.com. These 3 are configured as the backend for this traffic manager. Okay, these are the backends or endpoints. Okay, let me make it a little bigger. These are 3 endpoints. Okay, now you need to focus here. Browser goes pachehratalks.com, it goes to the DNS service. DNS service resolve the CN name of traffic manager, and it has these 3 at the back end. It sends any of these which is as per the routing policy to the DNS service, and it goes back to okay, like this, and like this, and like this. Goes back to the browser. Okay. Now, browser got the information of any of the endpoint which is as per the routing method. Now what happens? It will directly go to the endpoints. Okay. It will directly go to the endpoint. It will not go through the traffic manager, but it will directly connect to the endpoints. Okay. Endpoints. Now, this situation defines the endpoints. If you know, let me explain, you would understand it. An endpoint is actually any internet facing service hosted inside or outside of Azure. So it must contain the public IP address so that the user or the client can directly connect to it. But where to connect? It comes from the traffic manager information of the routing policy. Okay, if it is priority based, the one who has the highest priority, this will get that IP address of that particular endpoint. If it is latency based, so the client will get the information as per the lowest latency endpoint.